Hi guys, welcome back to the third live art stream that I'll be doing for the CosCast. I'm Pixie Dust Cosplay, but some might also know me as Anita K. Olsen Illustration, or just plain Anita. Anyway, today we're going to do something a little bit different from what we've done the previous two times. I am going to attempt to do some photo manipulation. And hi to one of our viewers who is already active in the chat, Ryurai Art. Hoping you're having a nice Monday. Feel free to tell me all about it. The point of today is I'm going to be editing one of my selfies that I made when I did a closet cosplay Valaslin Dalish elf thing. So I'm going to try to put it into a nice green luscious background like the one you can see here. So what I did is that I found this image on Google. It's from the Emerald Graves in Dragon Age Inquisition. So I'm just going to use that as a background because I just think it's fitting with the elven theme. So yeah, usually if I did this professionally for money, I wouldn't use someone else's background. I would have to make it from scratch. But since this is just for fun and just for practice, I'm just going to borrow this image a little bit. So basically what I've done is that I've taken this image, put it into a new blank workspace and just sized it up a bit. And later I'll be putting the photograph of myself into this image and try to make them fit together. Yeah. Okay. So, but the first thing I'm going to do is, because you see this, the picture from Dragon Age Inquisition is green, kind of soft, and the lighting in my photo in the bathroom is, well, it doesn't match with the green. So I'm just going to make it smaller just so I can have some of the green peeking up here whenever I need to. Okay, so I'm just gonna edit around and talk a bit and just, yeah. Oh, hi! Living Turquoise and Karina are here again, and Usumaki Tonks, welcome to you too. Oh, Ryura is reading a book. She's, it's called Hulder. It's a Norwegian fantasy book, and she recommended it to our viewers last night during our live streamed cosplay show. So, now you have it again. Oh, okay. Just had to drink a little. Whew. So, please feel free also to tell me in the chat if you guys are working on something creative. What are you working on, and what kind of materials are you using? Are you drawing digitally or traditionally? Whatever. Just, you know, keep the conversation going. All right, let's see. The first thing I think I'm going to do is that I'm going to change the temperature and make it a little bit cooler. Because it's very warm and reddish yellow all over, so that's gonna help it. I'm in Lightroom now, by the way, the Adobe program Lightroom. So yeah, so we've just made it a little bit cooler, added more blue into the picture than yellow. I'm gonna drive up the exposure a little bit just to brighten up the photo, not too much though, because that's not good. And then we're just gonna drive up the contrast a little bit, make it pop. There. Let's see. Shadows, we want to make them a little bit more dominant. Let's see. Yeah, freshen up the white colors, you can see. Not too much, that kind of ruins the picture, but just make the highlights and the whites pop. Oh, Living Turquoise is making his dinner, pasta carbonara, and watching the stream. Oh, pasta is delicious. I'm on a low-carb diet right now, so I can't eat a lot of pasta or rice or potatoes. And it's just like every time I smell pasta, it's like, oh my god, I want some. And rice, for that matter, too. It's horrible. No, it's not that bad. Okay, let's see. Is there anything else? Should I up the vibrancy? Maybe a little. Not much, though. Just to make the colors a little stronger. Okay. And effects. Maybe the medium contrast curve. Does that look good? Yeah, sure. I can live with that. The lovely thing about Lightroom that I really like is that you can add vignettes to it that just instantly gives you like shadows in the corners of the photo. So if it was just going to keep it like this is a really good way to make the focus of the image pop. But I'm not gonna do that right now, so I'm just gonna undo it. There. Maybe just cool it down a little bit more. Maybe add some green. I think that'll work really well. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to export the file from Lightroom into the file from which it came. And we'll just call it, oh, go away, Dalish 1. And export. And that's pretty much it for Lightroom for right now. So I'm going to open it in Photoshop. Cosplay, classic cosplays. There we go, there we have it, Dalish 1. So we're gonna open it. Let's see. Yura says, I should probably be fixing some stuff for school with video editing and animation. No motivation because the task is boringly easy. Yeah. I getcha. When things are just too easy, it becomes very boring. But then again, it also becomes really boring if you have to like struggle a lot. So it's hard to find like a middle way where you can get a good workflow but also be challenged a bit. Behave. I'm talking to my computer, not you guys, obviously. Okay, so obviously I'm going to do the manipulation in the ways that I'm comfortable with, and of course there are going to be other people who have other ways of doing this that might be better than mine, but so whatever I do is not gospel or anything, it's just how I work with photos. So I'm just gonna remove all of this background that I don't need, because honestly I don't think my bathroom would match the emerald graves very well. Let's see, so now I'm just done a rough like erasing, and I'm just gonna do some more detailed stuff just to minimize the eraser a bit to make it easier for myself. Oh, Sample's here too. Just got done with dinner as well. Salmon with pasta and pesto. You guys are really healthy. Make your own dinners and fish and pasta and stuff. It sounds very good. Let's see. There we go. So I had a decent Monday today. Got up early because I had a driving lesson, which went pretty well actually. So my driving instructor thinks I might be ready to move ahead and go for like long rides and stuff. So I think I'll be able to get my license within like maybe the first quarter of the year or maybe the first half of the year. So that is awesome. Really looking forward to not having to do driver's lessons anymore because it's so expensive. Uzumaki, I'm drawing Noctis from Final Fantasy 15 digitally while watching the stream. Oh, that's so cool. I love Final Fantasy. Sample says, microwave lasagna. Sorry, but that sounds sad. Oh. Living Turquoise has started on a design project for his portfolio, designing some androgynous clothing for guys. For two guys he follows online who's very androgynous and has the style as well. Cool. Mitch from Pentatonics and a Swedish YouTuber, so I have lots of sketching and designing in front of him. Fashion illustrations and traditional and digital art. Cool. I've never really been that much into or fashion illustration because we never got into that at school, but I really love drawing clothes. I think it's really fun, and just designing things in general. So if I hadn't gone the illustration route, I think I would probably have gone fashion design, because I love to draw clothes, and especially dresses and skirts and stuff. Yeah, Rira is the one making microwave lasagna. But hey, when you're a student and things aren't exactly, optimal, you gotta eat what you can get your hands on, what is practical for you to eat. So sometimes you just have to live off of noodles or microwave dishes. I get it. I used to have a monster microwave oven with like a grill element in it, so I could bake cakes in there, because I love baking. So just having that microwave was a lifesaver, honestly. Let's see. I have to minimize the frame a little. There we go. So I'm really being very quick and dirty about this whole thing, but I'm probably going to have to like fix up some details later on, like soften out some edges and things so it doesn't look too synthetic and unnatural, but for now this is good enough. All right, let's see. How does this look? Oh, we still need to fix some stuff up here. Eraser. Yeah, I like living next to the Swedish border. Food is so expensive, so it's nice to be able to like go and just have a like big food haul with you back home and just dump everything in the freezer. It makes for much more affordable eating. And I also usually make like a dinner menu for the entire week, so I shop once a week, go to the store and just get all the veggies and sauces and stuff that I would need, and then I already have the meat in my freezer, so it makes it harder to shop on a whim, which is easily where we often end up spending a lot of money just because we're hungry and shopping, and that's never a good idea. You always end up buying more stuff than you need that way. It's so weird to work so close up to my own face. It's just, here's my nostril, everybody, look at it, yay. Just there. Let's see how that looks. That looks pretty good, actually. So before I do any more editing, I'm just going to toss it over in the other image. And we'll just save it like this. Dalish 1. There we go. Now I can close that, and I'm just going to close this too because I like to have a neat workspace. Just minimize that a bit. Living Turquoise says I should try fashion illustration because it would be cool to see my style. Yeah, definitely. I'll try to do that. I'll put it up on my to-do list for one of the streams maybe. That could be fun. probably have to read up on a little bit of theory. I'm just going to enlarge myself, just because I think that's going to fit better with the rest of the picture. There, now I'm huge. Just move down like that. There we go. Okay, so immediately you see that the edges are really hard and look really, well, inorganic, I guess you could say. So I'm just going to use the eraser again, but I'm going to remove the hardness of it. Use one that's already not very hard. And turn down the flow and the opacity. So it's more of like a soft effect. And then I'm just gonna do that in some areas. Just a little bit. Just to even things out. Living Turquoise lives in Denmark, so food is a little bit cheaper over there. There are some benefits to moving out of the country while you study, you know, beyond just actually getting to be somewhere else for some time and getting new life experiences. It's economically a little more friendly sometimes, especially since Norwegian students tend to get pretty decent student loans or stipends. That's always a bonus. I imagine it's pretty rough being a student somewhere else than, you know, Norway, considering that we have a lot of privileges that makes life a lot easier for a lot of us. I've switched to the blur tool now, just going over all of the edges, making them a little fuzzy, or blurring them, as the tool name suggests. Now, yeah, I should totally do some fashion illustrations to, based around fandoms that I really enjoy. That will be very cool. I'll have to think what would be the most fun to work with. That's hard. That's a tough one, actually. Looks like I'm going to have to use the eraser again, just to even this thing out. There. Cool. Now, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there are some stray hairs on my sweater from the wig, and I'm not very fond of that, so I'm just going to take the clone tool and just try to work around some of them, have them removed. Just because I like things neat. And why have stray hairs if you don't really have to? No, that was too bright. Step backwards. Let's borrow some color from there. There, that's better. Let's see. And then I'm just gonna use the pencil tool to put it to airbrush and just really put down the flow and opacity. And just spray a little bit, just even out the color transitions and stuff. It helps. Let's see. Living Turquoise has been writing again. Living Turquoise, he's just living there right now, not studying, and the money from Lånekassen is sadly not enough for a whole year of studies. That's very sad, yeah. But I'm glad you have support from your family. Living Turquoise has worked with fashion designs inspired by StarCraft, Guardians of the Galaxy, Star Wars, Lego, and Razer gaming hardware company. That sounds like a lot of fun. And I'm glad you got good feedback on it. You have a very different aesthetic, so I imagine that it kind of lends itself to science fiction and gaming aesthetics. Let's see, right. Oh, what I forgot to do is I'm going to use the filter tool on the background. I'm going to do a blur and then a Gaussian blur just to remove some of the detail from the background to just make it look less computer made. So now it's all a little bit blurry. The details are a little less. So that's a start at least. I don't really do a whole lot of photo manipulation, if I'm being honest. So it'll be interesting to see how this turns out because I really need the practice. So what I did now is I made a new layer and I made it light green just because I wanted to see how that works. And then I'm just going to play around with the layer modes. Like darken, for example, multiply, color burn, linear burn, darker color. That was horrible. Screen, color dodge. Overlay, that kind of works. Soft light, that works too. I think maybe I'll do soft light. That gave me a rainbow effect. That's kind of funny. But yeah, I think soft light is probably the best choice here. But I think I'm going to take down the opacity a little bit. Just a little bit. Ramnirov asks, are you going to do a complete Dalish cosplay sometime? It suits you so well. Oh, thank you. Maybe. I really want to make the Inquisitor at some point. I really like the Valasleen and the Dalish look, so I'm tempted. It's just, you know, money is what gets in my way most of the time. When I have a full-time job, oh, you just wait. All the cosplays, all of them. Let's see. A little bit bigger. I'm just going to remove some of the yellowy greenish tint from parts of the picture. Just so it's not all the same shade of green. I think maybe I need to use the blur tool a little bit more on the photo. Let's see. Strength 98. That's pretty good. It's just there. Now I'm trying to decide where the light should come from, but obviously there should be some light coming to the front of my face because that's where the light in the original photo is. But there's also some light coming through back here, which I think I might want to try to take advantage of. And then I'm going to probably have to add some shadows just on this area because it's not being hit by the two light sources evenly. I hate shadows. It's always so hard to like figure out which of them is better suited, you know, because purple might be a good one to set against the green, but I just don't know. I just don't know. Okay. Well, let's just try to add some like really bright green light over my face and see how that goes or something. Or maybe I should just use, maybe I should try a warmer light, like an orangey reddish kind of thing. Let's try to see how that works. If that works at all, I have no idea. Let's see. I'm just working on layers and layers and layers, so anything can be removed fairly quickly. So I'm just gonna try to add some like orange light to my face on all of the areas of my face that are really bright, where the natural highlights are. And then we'll see if this works out. I have no idea. There we go. Oh, Robert, he is here. Hello. I don't need to have a Dalish appreciation gang. Yes. We should all just go Dalish all the time. Keeping it low-key, one of our viewers from Australia, she covers herself in Vaseline every day almost. I don't know how she does it, to be honest. I have no idea. It's just so time consuming. Let's see. Luminosity, color, saturation, no. Hue, divide. Just seeing if any of these will be any good. Linear light, pin light, no. Vivid, makes me very golden looking at least. Hard light, soft light. And that makes it look white. It's not so bad actually, I kind of like it. If I could just add some green hues here and there, I think that would work out really well. I think I'm going to try to blur it out a little bit more though. Let's go Gaussian. I'm looking all like shiny and stuff. We like that. Just going to remove some of the shine. But yeah, that's not bad. Kind of like that. Alright. New one, new color, whoop! Then let's go green. Like this kind of green maybe. Good tone. Let's do airbrush. I'm more comfortable with the airbrush. Just bigger. A little bit more. Alright. Am I using the tablet for photo editing too? Yes, I am. Right now I'm using the tablet. I use my mouse when I'm in Lightroom just because the switches are super sensitive and I don't like to have to repeat myself all the time. Just gonna add some green hues to myself. Probably have to erase some of it later, but I think this will make me blend in a little bit more. With the original image, that is. Let's see, just put down the opacity a little. And do some layers. Multiply, color burn. Color burn looks kind of good. Let's just erase a little bit. Make it a little brighter. Like just a tinge of green, really. Add some green here too. But yeah, most of the time during this editing, I'm just doing whatever comes to mind. Seeing as as I said before, I'm not really much of a photo manipulator most of the time. I usually just do illustration. Oh, yeah. My husband is gaming in the background. He's playing World of Warcraft, so that's probably what you're hearing if you hear any, like, game noises. And Ronirav asks, can you repeat that? What is it you want me to repeat? Needs to be bigger. Let's see. I'm probably going to have to put in some shadows. Maybe. We'll just make them green, and if we don't like it, we'll change it. Haha. Layer 7. Oh, no. No, that's not going to work. Let's try something like this. Like almost black. I think maybe that'll work. Probably going to have to use some black too, just to get the proper depth. Just give the illusion of some more shape here. Paint it black. Put down the opacity a little bit. Yeah, that's probably good. Darken, multiply. Yeah, I think that looks pretty decent. Yeah. I think though that I'm going to have to try to put some more orange in there. I wonder if I duplicate the layer, maybe that will, if I put it behind the other one and then just use the filter, blur, just do Gaussian again, just to like soften the outlines just a little bit. There. Yeah, that kind of works. Makes me kind of blend in even a little bit more. Mode. Yeah, normal. I don't like to repeat myself too often. Right. 9-hour workday and too much coffee. Level up that bad sense of humor. My bad humor. Okay. Alright. Think I need to brighten up the ears a little bit. And this was this layer, yeah. So I have to remove a little bit of the green, I think, from the ears and maybe add some highlights. And I'm wondering if I should just paint them on, maybe. Let's see. Just remove some of the green color that's already on it. There. And then I'm just gonna grab some color from my palette. And there. There, no. Yeah. Okay. So just try to give my ears a bit of a highlight and just go back, go down. A little bit too much flow and opacity still. Just teeny tiny amounts. Just to make the ears look a little bit more natural. Let's see. There. Still too much. Just go up a layer. Let's just do some erasing. Let's see. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, sorry, I went silent. I just got really focused on what I was doing and I forget to talk. Multitasking gets hard the more focused you are on one certain thing. At least that's true for me. There. Yeah, so I haven't really had a very long day today, seeing as I got home at like 1 when I was finished with my driving lesson. So I just did some laundry and some dishes. Took the fish I'm having for dinner later out of the freezer, you know, boring household stuff. Things that I don't generally enjoy doing. Let's see. Well, time flies by, at least when you're doing this kinds of things. It's already 36 minutes into it. I don't think I'm going to be doing 2 hours today. I think 1 hour is probably enough. Just because I don't want to be fiddling around with this thing forever. But it still needs a little bit more work, I think. Maybe add some contrast color. Just all over. Let's see what we can do with some really hot orange. Okay. Just see how this goes. No guarantee that this will work or look pretty at all. Let's see. So let's just take down the opacity a little bit. Hue. I think maybe hue is the one I'm looking for, but yeah, the orange doesn't really look good here, so I think I'm going to just use the adjustments and change the hue of it, maybe to something like more bluish. Oh, that kind of looks interesting. Yeah, so that's the color we want. And then I'm just gonna take the eraser to all of this, just to make it look a little bit more incorporated, I guess you could say. Just remove some of the extra color I've added. Color balance. I still think I look a little bit too warm compared to the rest of the picture, so I'm just gonna tune down the color balance a little bit. I just need to use the clicker for this. It's so much easier. That kind of looks better, I think. That was too much. Okay, let's see, just going to flip between them. Yeah, that kind of looks better. I think maybe I should try to retouch my features just a little bit. If there's anything that needs some more color, like my eyes aren't very striking. In this picture, you can't really see the color of them really well. I have bluish gray eyes, so they tend to become a little dull. So I figured maybe I can try to make them look a bit more interesting. Maybe that's a good idea. So let's go for that for now. Let's just get the hardness back into my brush. Minimize the flow and the opacity. Make it a little bit smaller. Yeah, that's cool, I think. All right, so what I'm just going to do is I'm going to paint over my eye. The other one isn't really visible, so I don't really have to do much with that. So there you go. And then you can just play with the layers. Instant, bluish, greenish, whatever you want. Let's see. Ooh, red. It's always fun. Or maybe I should try purple. So I'll just go back to normal. And then I'll adjust the saturation or the hue of this. And let's see. Maybe try a really strong, like purple. Or there. Like Daenerys Targaryen. Maybe that'll be cool. Well, it's not as striking as the green, so let's just go back. Image adjustments, hue saturation. Yeah, let's do green again. Color burn and just brighten it up a little bit, maybe. Okay, and just adjust the opacity just to make it a little bit more see-through in places. And then I'm just going to erase where the white reflective bit of my eye is. Just I think probably just paint in a brighter reflective point. It's not the color I wanted. That's the color I want. Just to make it more prominent. Yeah, that kind of works. Just gonna erase a little bit just to make the edges of the green in the eye not look so very, very round. Let's see, or I don't know what to call it. It's just, you know, This is one of the things I like about being able to work with Photoshop and Lightroom when you're a cosplayer. I don't wear lenses. I have a thing with my eyes. I think it's icky, so I can't do it. So I'd much rather just change my eye color digitally. And that also saves me money. That means I don't have to buy expensive lenses, which I find is very good. I'm just going to merge the eye color again. This was the glow. Let's see what's happening in the chat. What are you? I'm particular, apparently. Last time I did this for one of my Haruka pics, I just copy-pasted it in and I just went with it. I need to learn how to be more patient with Photoshop. Yeah, Photoshop takes a lot of time sometimes. I'm glad you like it. I don't know, I like fiddling around. I think it's fun to just spend a lot of time on tiny bits. I get bored if I have to work with big surfaces for a very long time. It's just a personal preference, I suppose. Don't know why that is though. Just a little less yellow. It's too much. Too much. And I can see Sunniva is here, or Annabella Cosplay, as you know her. That's nice. Hi. The moment your Insta feed is full of shoes I want to get and don't have the cash for them. So many cool creepers I want. First world fashion problems. Yeah. Yeah. We feel ya. Me and Rory. Shoes is... Oof. Johnny Rubs. What? I had 9-hour workday. Damn it, I'm gonna watch it on repeat afterwards. 1 hour plus 1 hour equals 2 hours. Yeah, well, if you can stand my voice for 2 hours talking about the same thing, then sure, go ahead. Have a field day. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to save it as a PSD and also as a JPEG. Just cause. There. Save as. Oh, not done yet. Okay. Ugh, I hate it when Photoshop uses so much time on just saving things. Save as. JPEG. There we go. So I'm just gonna go out of Photoshop for a minute and back into Lightroom. So I'm going to the library and I'm going to import photos and videos and closet cosplays. This is where this one is. So I'm just gonna unmark these ones and upload the JPEG of the image I've been working on. And then I'm going to develop it. Oh, Rura is lucky she doesn't have classes tomorrow. That's nice. Annabella has 12-hour workday tomorrow. She's going to be in the salon and be a teacher. So I don't envy her her days, her work hours. Let's see. So what I'm going to do now is, like I talked about earlier, I'm just going to add a vignette because it just adds a little shade in the corners and just makes the center of the image pop. And I'm just gonna work a little bit with other effects and just adjust the colors until I'm happy. Let's see, medium contrast curve. Do we like that? I don't know. Let's see. Yes, reference view. No. There we go. So that's the first one. That's a little bit lighter, and this is the medium contrast curve. I don't know which one I like best. I think maybe I like the first one better, but I'm not sure. Let's see. Yeah, Annabella's hardcore. 12 hours as a hairdresser is a hard life. I like the hashtag, the magic of Photoshop. Oh, Sample found some workout tights she wants. Yeah, I feel you. Every time I find, leggings online, I feel a little bit of pain in my heart. I love tights. I love leggings. Annabella says, have you checked out Wild Bangarang or something? They have sick tights. Ooh, have to check them out too. Oh, you're just being a teacher tomorrow. It's still 12 hours is a long day. So, you know. Hats off to you, lady. I think I'm just gonna undo the contrast. Yeah. And then I'm just gonna work a little bit on the image as a whole. Now the nice thing about Lightroom is that you can just slide one of these sliders and the picture can become more like grainy and detailed, or you can make yourself all, you know, glowy and stuff. And of course it doesn't look good if you do too much, but a little bit of glow never hurt anybody. Or a little bit of high detail for that matter. So let's go for a little bit of glow, shall we? Like -5. That's enough. Let's see, do we need more exposure? So sick, so cool. Was that about the picture or about Annabella's Bangarang tights? Yeah, sick. That's the tights. Wild Bangarang has some sick wow legging running tights. Yeah. We should all get some. And then we should start like a fantasy / sci-fi exercise group and just run around in our awesome leggings. I think I'm up for it. Maybe. Let's see. Oh, we can make it look a little, you know, like a nighttime photo if we manipulate it. The temperature of the picture, but I think I like the daytime look. I'm also gonna fire up some of the reds in the picture, maybe. Oh, that was my lip color. We don't need to fire that up very much. I think I liked it as it was. There. Maybe douse down some of the oranges. There. Need a little bit of yellow tone in my skin. Let's see if we can add some more blue to this thing. Is there a difference? Yeah, a little bit. Not much, but a little bit. There. Guess this looks purple. Yeah. High luminance. There. I think maybe I want the overall color to be a little bit more blue after all. Yeah. Yeah, the vignette is there. Cool. Cool, cool. Woo! I'm gonna blind you all with this one. Let's see. Just light it up a little bit, I think. Maybe have some more intense blacks. Go with some more white. Yeah. Living Turquoise, what did you do to your eyes on New Year's Eve since they're fucked? There. What else can I do? Grains. I know I don't want grains. Feather. Decides how much of the shade. Yeah, something like that. Amount. There, maybe. Oh, ow, ow, ow. My feet are dying. Ugh. Sitting too long in the same position, and they're like they've fallen asleep. It's so bad. Ooh. And no, Annabella, no sparkle as in Twilight Sparkle. There's plenty of sparkle here. More than enough. Let's see. Cool tone. Well, that kind of works, but I don't think it made the image look very cool. Color pop, no. Oh, it would probably look very beautiful in black and white. But you can't really see the Vaseline then. And I like the colors. Let's see. Punch. Let's see. So that's the difference between that and the punch. I like it. It looks interesting. Okay. Yeah, so I think I'm pretty much done here. So I'm going to export it into, it'll be Dalish 2, this one, just to keep them straight. There we go. I'll just close Lightroom and open Dalish 2. And then I'm going to add our watermark that we always use at the CosCast. Let's see, this one. That's a PNG, so it has no background, which makes it very practical. Let's see, and just have it be a little bit see-through. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller too, because it's taking up a lot of space. So I'm holding in the Shift key while I'm making it smaller, because that way it keeps its shape, its proportions. And then I'm going to save as a JPEG, removing all the layers. Okay, no, so it'll be saved as Dalish 2-2, or no, it'll be Dalish finished actually. There. So that's pretty much it for today. Annabelle says, you talked about glow. I was making a vampire joke. Yes, I realized it had to be either a vampire joke or a My Little Pony joke. Okay, so the story with Living Turquoise's eyes, he got a small, harmless fireworks thing that exploded in his eye and has now bad eyesight and focus. That sucks. Also, he's been taking painkillers for headaches and stuff. Okay, I hope you've been to the doctor so he could confirm that, you know, everything is cool with you and that you have no, you know, lasting damage. I really hope you don't. And I really hope your eye gets better soon, because having lousy eyesight, that sucks, dude. Okay. Well, I'm guessing I just want to know if you guys have some questions for me, or if there's anything else you want to talk about while I'm on. If not, then I'll probably, you know, put this stream to a close for today. It's been really cool hanging with you guys, and, you know, just hearing what's new with you from Monday to Monday and stuff like that. And it's also nice to know that you've put in requests. So I've had requests for RPG stuff, for Star Wars stuff, for fashion illustration. So I have lots and lots and lots of content to base my videos on, which is super cool. Gives me lots of things to do, lots of fun things. Living Turquoise is getting some sympathy in the chat too. It sucks, for sure. All right. Let's see. I'm just gonna check real quick. if there's any activity on Facebook. See, what did my mom commented on my cosplay page? Aww. On a picture I put out of a neckline that was beautifully stitched. She's wondering what it's supposed to become, so I'm just going to tell her real quick. There we go. Alright. Well, as I can see, there's... alright. Living Turquoise went to the emergency room at 4 a.m. and then had 2 eye doctor's appointments, getting a new one in some days. Okay, well, it's good that you've at least taken steps to make sure that you don't suffer any serious damage. Videla says, it's nice when parents are supportive of cosplay. Yeah, my mom is supportive in pretty much whatever I choose to do. Because she's always been like a believer in that you should do what makes you happy. And I think most parents should be that way. And I know that there are a lot of great cosplay parents out there who like watch Doctor Who with their kids or help them make their costumes, or, you know, get them to conventions and home again and stuff like that. So we should really treasure the parents who put in an extra effort to help us enjoy our hobbies and lifestyles. All right. Well, it's been really nice just sitting here chatting with you guys again. I'm going to post the finished picture to our Instagram and to the Facebook page. And it would be super cool if you guys also posted what you've been working on during the live stream, so I get to see all of the creativity that's going around in the community. That would be very awesome. And well, thank you guys for joining me once again for yet another episode, a whole hour where I just draw and talk, or, well, manipulate in this yeah, case. That's the word I was looking for. Brain fart, sorry. So yeah, I'll see you guys next Monday, and thank you all for joining me.